Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today in this particular video, we will be going to discuss another interesting SQL problem which is asked in Salesforce. With this problem, we will be able to understand how to use power of full outer join to solve any SQL use case. Please make sure you watch the video till end to learn something new. And please subscribe to my channel if not already done yet, as I will be coming up with a lot more useful content. So without wasting any time, let's get started. So over here, as we can see, like we had been provided a data for car launches. So as in this particular data set, we can see like we are having year, we are having company name, and along with that, like the we are having the product which got launched with respect to that particular company, right? And as part of this particular problem statement, the ask is basically we have to provide a query to count the net difference between the number of products that company launched in 2020 with respect to the number of products that company launched in the previous year, right? So yeah, basically, and the output which we have to showcase that should be like the list of the companies and the net difference between the list, like product count which that particular company had released, right? So yeah, so basically, since like in this particular problem, what we have to do, first of all, we have to basically know like year by year the count of like products released by a particular company, right? Because once we will be able to know like in which year like how many products that particular company had launched, then only we will be able to compute the difference between the like count of two years, right? So for that, what we will be going to do, first of all, for the very first step, what we will be going to do, we will basically fetch company name, right? Along with that, what we will do, we will basically do count of product name, right? So count of product name, right? This I can say as like product count, right? Uh, and since we are basically doing aggregation over here, right? So for that, we will use group by, right? So group by, right? There is a typo. Okay. So group by, what? Group by company name, right? Yeah. And since basically we have to fetch like count of products with respect to company name just for specific year. So basically I will use filter condition over here. So inside where clause I'm providing where year is equal to 2020, right? So with respect to this, let me just run this and we'll show you what will be our output. So as you can see, basically we got company name and we got product count over here, right? Which is like basically number of products that particular company had launched in 2020, right? Similarly, since we have to basically compute the difference between product counts of 2 years, right? So similarly, we will use the same query in order to get the product count for 2019, right? And for that, I will basically change this year over here. So let me just run this and or let me just run both of these to show the difference. Yeah. So as you can see, basically this is the product count for 2020 and this is the product count for 2019, right? Now, basically, what we have to do, we have to basically count the net difference between the product counts, right? So over here, the scenario could be that, let's say if a particular company had produced few products in 1 year, right? Next year, that particular company did not produce any product, right? So might be the case, since over here basically we are having like all the companies are available in both the years, but might be the case like a particular company would be available in like 2019, right? But that company might not be available in 2020 or vice versa as well, right? So for that, what we have to do over here, we would prefer to basically, first of all, basically we have to, since we have to basically calculate the difference between two products count. So for here, what we have to do, we have to basically join these two tables, right? Because let's say if this particular column will be attached to like this table, then only we will be able to compute the difference, right? So for sure, we have to do the join, right? But which join we have to perform, that is the like main and important thing, right? So over here in these kind of problem statements, we have to basically think out loud, right? So since over here, as we can see, the in this particular scenario, we are having all the products listed down in 2020, Similarly, all the products are there in 2020 or 2019 as well, right? But might be the case like a particular company like had produced a product in 2019, but that company did not produce anything in 2020, right? So in that particular case, like since we don't want to lose any information, right? So in order to do that, we will perform full outer join, right? So basically, what full outer join will do, it will basically create a master list of company name and basically the product count which we got for each year, right? So basically, what full outer join will do, it will be, create joining or mapping of both the years company name over here, right? Let me just show you. So over here, I'm using full outer join, and this is the most important concept basically. So over here, like during the interview, like interviewer may might ask you basically this thing, like which join you would like to implement over here, right? Since over here the like list of the companies are equal, so probably we may end up saying like we can implement left join or let's say inner join, right? But let's say if like tomorrow if certain use case will come, because overall we have to basically write a generalized query, right? So tomorrow, let's say if like a certain use case might appear where like a company name is there in 2020, but that company is not available in 2019, right? So in that particular case, if we will implement inner join or let's say left join or right join, we may end up losing information, right? So for this, we have to basically perform full outer join, right? And I will basically give this alias as 2019. So I will give this as year 2019, and this is my year 2020, right? So basically, this is my year 2019, and this is my year 2020, and I am performing inner join on y. Let me just give this alias as. So this will be my like inner query, right, or sub query, I would say. So I will give this alias as 2020, right? And that would be my 2019 data set. And I will basically merge or join these on company name column, right? So y 2019 or y 2020, let's say, dot company name is equal to y 2019 dot company name. Okay, right? So now what we have to do, let me just, okay. Over here, what I will do, I will basically use select star from this, right? Yeah. So let me just run this. Okay. So over here, as you can see, we are having like company name, right? This data set is from year 2020, and this data set is from year 2019, right? Now, what we have to do, I think like now the problem statement become simpler, right? So basically what we have to do, we have to just do a subtraction between these two. Okay. So I mean, like again, we have to basically think out loud. So let's say if a particular company is not available in year 2020, but that particular company is available in 2019, right? So in 2020, we will not be having record for that particular company, right? So there could be blanks as well, right? In order to basically handle those blank values, we are having a function in SQL which can basically be able to handle blank values, right? So in order to handle them, I will use coalesce function, right? So I will use coalesce, right? And what is the syntax for coalesce is wherever the company name is blank, right? Give me the company name from 2020, right? Or let's say wherever the company name is blank in 2019, give me the company name from 2020, right? So for that, what I will basically be going to do, I will use y 2020 dot company name, right? And then I will use y underscore, or just give me a second. It should be y 2019, right? So y 2019 dot company name again. So in like let's say if this column is blank, right? Give me names from this particular column, right? So, and I will basically give this as company name, right? And similarly, what we have to do, we have to basically do a subtraction of product count, right? So over there also we will use coalesce function, because like let's say if the particular company will not be available in any of the year, then for sure like we will be having zero in product count, right? Or like null values will be there, right? So in order to like perform that particular operation, I will again use coalesce, right? So I will use coalesce over here, and with respect to that, what I will do, I will basically take uh, product count from year 2020, right? So 2020 dot product count, and basically wherever it's null, I will basically fill those values from with zero, right? And I will subtract it from product count from 2019, right? And I will give this alias as net difference, right? So for this, my alias is net difference, right? Now, there is some error, 2019 product count. Over here, it's fine. Got it. I think over here itself, I have to basically take out from here, and over here, we have to use from. Okay. So now let me just run this and we'll show you what will be our output. Yeah. So as you can see, let me just quickly show you once again what we are doing over here. So, first of all, what we did, we basically took a company name and count of product name for each year based on that particular company. So, in this particular inner query, what we are doing is we are basically taking like product count which that particular company had launched in 2020, right? Similarly, in this particular inner query, we are basically taking like all those products which that particular company had launched in 2019, right? Now we are performing full outer join over here because we might end up missing some of the companies in any of the years. So we are like creating a master list for that, right? So you can basically remember like where you have to use full outer join, where we have to basically create a master list, right? Then again over here what we are doing, basically this will act as my inner query, and on top of this I am writing this particular condition where police of 2020 company name and 2019 company name, right? So basically over here what will happen, wherever the company name is missing from 2020 table, it will like automatically fill that particular column with 2019 company name, right? Similarly over here also we are doing, wherever the product count is null, so we will fill that particular column with zero, right? And over here also we are filling that particular column with zero, and then we are basically subtracting both the product count, right? So let me just run this and we'll show you what will be our output. So as you can see, we are having company name and we are having net difference of the product count from both of these years, right? So yeah, guys, I hope like you got to learn something new from this particular problem, right? Thank you, one and all. Have a great day ahead. Bye bye.